Traditionally, mechanical keyboards have been reserved for what would typically be considered the gaming market. However, there are many people out there who perhaps don't consider themselves gamers, but would still enjoy the benefits, the practical benefits of a mechanical keyboard. If this describes you, then you may find today's review particularly interesting. The First Player Bullet Hunter MK6 is a mechanical RGB keyboard that retails for roughly $60. And if by the end of this review you decide you want this board and you want to purchase it, then please consider using our affiliate link on Amazon to do so. Given the name Bullet Hunter, you'd probably expect a keyboard with RGB perimeter lighting, dedicated macro keys, and a built-in cup holder for your favorite caffeinated beverage. Well, it's actually not the case here. As a matter of fact, there's not much to distinguish the Bullet Hunter MK6 from any ordinary keyboard on the market. It's black, rectangular, and minimalistic, and goes along with basically any setup. The only distinguishing characteristics of the keyboard are an illuminated logo at the top and a silver beveled perimeter around the edge. The matte black aluminum backplate does a good job of making it feel that much more premium. In the box, you'll find a manual, keycap puller, switch puller, and even extra switches. From what I understand, it used to come with a small installation CD to get your drivers and the software that I'll go into more detail about, but mine didn't come with that, and it seems like they're staying away from that now. It is water resistant, IPX7 splash and dust resistant. It is not, however, submersible. No, it's just in case you spill that aforementioned caffeinated beverage onto your keyboard, you'll probably be okay. It has a volume control knob, which I haven't seen in a while, and it's really nice. It's metal and textured. Considering you're going to spend a fair amount of time touching this knob, it actually feels really nice, so extra points there for quality. There's also 4 dedicated media buttons, and I'm not talking about function keys that also work as media buttons. I'm talking about dedicated buttons themselves that control the mute, forward, backward, play, and pause, all the media keys you need to cycle through your favorite songs. Of course, it has mechanical switches. These are Aotomu Blue switches, which are similar to a Cherry Blue equivalent. They're tactile, give a lot of sensory feedback, and they're pretty loud. Unfortunately, it does not come with any other switch option available. I personally like blue switches, so it's fine for me, but others may not feel the same way. The board does come equipped with CIY switches, which I think is a play on the DIY acronym Do It Yourself, in that you can replace the existing switches with another switch type of your choosing. So you could theoretically build a board that has a different set of switches depending on which keys you're going to be using. So your typing keys, you can use a more silent switch, and your action buttons, maybe a more tactile switch, for example. It's really easy to do. You simply remove the keycap with the included keycap puller, and then pull out the switch module with the included switch puller, and then just simply replace it with a switch of your choice. It does have per key RGB lighting, which is nice to see at this price point. However, the lighting effects, as you can see, are not particularly bright, but you can modify the lighting effects on the keyboard itself, which is a huge plus from my perspective. If you want to get more detailed with per key lighting effects, then you'll have to download their included software and do it from there. And there you can modify the lighting effects and macros, and of the lighting effects there are 19 presets to choose from, as well as additional custom profiles that you can make yourself. Typing on the keyboard is incredibly satisfying if you like the tactile feedback that a mechanical board provides. This may be one of the best in that regard, and it's definitely loud. You hear and you feel the feedback from those Aotomu Blue switches, and I've used other boards that use the same switch, but for some reason they just seem more tactile here. It could just be my mind playing tricks on me, but it's definitely very satisfying if you like that typewriter kind of feel. The board itself feels very robust. It weighs almost 2 pounds. It does exhibit a little bit of flex if you have the kickstand down. If you press in the center of the board, you'll see it flexes a little bit, but overall it's extremely rigid. It feels premium. The USB connection is excessively large. I don't know why they had to make this so big. It just makes it that much more difficult to try to plug it in behind your computer or anywhere else where it may be inconvenient. It's literally the size of like a USB drive. So keep that in mind. It's a little bit excessive. I don't know why it needed to be that big. The included software is some of the least painful I've used in a long time, which is definitely saying something. A lot of you know by now how I feel about the included software on a lot of these budget boards, but honestly, it's pretty good. It's clean, it's well laid out, It's easy to understand. There aren't, crazy anime graphics or lighting effects or sounds going on. It's simple, and it actually alludes to the nature of the keyboard itself. It's just very simple, minimalistic, easy to figure out. It did trigger my Windows Defender that legitimately thought it was a virus, so that's a little bit disconcerting. And it did crash once or twice, but overall it's easy to use. You shouldn't have to use it very often anyway. And I definitely recommend downloading it if you need to set macros or you need to do some sort of really custom work on your lighting effects. The First Player Bullet Hunter MK6 is a great option for those looking for the mechanical feel without the gaming aesthetic. The design is inoffensive and would look right at home in a professional office setting, however your coworkers may not appreciate the added noise. Thankfully, it does come equipped with the ability to change out the switches to something maybe a little quieter, but honestly it would have been better for First Player to include those switch types to begin with. Despite that, I still think it's a terrific value, especially if you can find it for less than $60. Well, thanks for watching, guys. If you appreciated or found this review helpful, then go ahead and give it a like and make sure you're subscribed and you hit that bell icon so you know when our newest content is ready to watch. If you enjoyed this keyboard and you think you want to purchase it for yourself, then consider using our Amazon affiliate links to do so. We get a small kickback from that, and we definitely appreciate it. If this board did not do it for you and you want to watch some of our other reviews, then go ahead and check those out here. And when you're done watching those, make sure you always go to the video description to check out our giveaways that we run on basically a monthly basis. Right now we're giving away a mechanical wireless keyboard by Velocifier. So make sure you're subscribed and you enter those giveaways for your chance to win. Well, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.